Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Reach Across Live with Paul Francis. I do hope you guys are well. Lovely to see Angie and Lynn already in the chat room. I'm just going to what you want to do, and then there we go. I was actually listening to myself on YouTube then. Dawn, good evening. Welcome to the show. Lovely to see y'all. Don't forget, make sure that you hit that like button and share the show. It's important. Very important, in fact, as I kind of left it till last minute today. I had fully planned on doing a show tonight, but the new business is, for the time being, taking up a lot of my time. That's going to stop in the very near future, though, because I'm literally setting the business up to get it running for my daughters, and then I'm going to be completely focused on right here, right now. Anyway, lovely to see you guys. Dawn, it's great to see you too. Angie, great to see you in there as well. Make sure you hit the like button and make sure you share the show. Get it out there. Share it with your friends. Share it with your family. Tell all those people this Nut Job Irishman is live on right now. Now, before we go anywhere at all, I do want to ask you, is there somebody connected to George, Georgie, Georgina, that kind of a name? I'm getting a connection to that name. As soon as I was starting out the show tonight, I was starting getting a name to like a Georgie, Georgina, Georgette, J or G name, like more like Georgie, George, that kind of a name. That was literally hovering around me before I even started tonight. Bonjour, Julie Chapin. Welcome to the show. It's good to see you. So I've got this Georgina, Georgie, that kind of a name being shouted, and it's really rolling over in my head. So there's somebody trying to get my attention with that name. So if you've got a Georgina, Georgie, like a female-y kind of thing, or a J or G connection here, there has to be a birthday anniversary in around now connected to that. As soon as I was opening up tonight, whoosh, straight in. Right, let's have a look. Good evening, Dawn. Good evening, Paul. Good evening, Paul. Alrighty then, we're going on down the road. So met some fantastic people over the last few days. One's connected to Bodmin Jail, who looks like we might be doing something live in there in the not too distant future. It's absolutely beautiful people. I will tell you more about that as the time comes. Paul, if you're watching tonight, give me a call because I want to get some dates of you when you're down, because it'd be really good to do that thing with Bodmin Jail when you're down. George, best friends, dad, Georgina, daughter and sister to best friend. Right. Okay. Now, birthday anniversary in and around now. Charlie, welcome to the show. Hey guys, don't forget, it's really important to the show, to me personally, if you hit that like button and if you share, please. It's really important. It's important to get because the YouTube algorithms are watching for it, and we want to be keeping this show on the air. So it's really important that you like the show, hit that like button, and then share it. Share it with your friends, share it with your family, share it with your groups, especially your groups, and invite them to come onto the show. Now, as I was saying before, when we were getting together, it really sounds like Georgie, Georgina, that kind of a name is being shouted in the background to me. And it was like, as I was literally opening the show, boom, in it came with an absolute force. Then it's either Georgie or Georgina is in spirit, or the mother of the Georgie, Georgina. There's a female connected to that name that they want me to recognize. Julie, if I'm with you, then I want to bring that forward. There's a connection to the name. That there's maternal connection to that name. So if Georgina or Georgie is in spirit, and she's you're connected to one of her daughters, but there's a maternal connection here going on as well, especially with that birthday anniversary coming up as well. So I've got to really jump in because they're really eager to get going here. There's a Catherine, Kathleen, C or K kind of name being shouted to me now as well. Remember, when I say names, I can be off by names, but I won't be off by the initial or what it sounds like. So there's a C or K here that they want me to acknowledge as well. It's Catherine, Kate, Karen, that kind of a name. They're telling me to talk about either September or the 9th of a month is significant because they're showing me the number 9 over the calendar. So it's either 9th of one of the months or September is significant. Just looking at the cards here. Compromise. Jules, if I'm working with you right now, compromise is there's compromises on the cards for you. Julie, do you know what? I think I am with you. There's a compromise. There has to be some give and take in a situation that's going on around you. It's not all kind of black and white. There is in this instance a bit of gray, so there's got to be a bit of give and take scenario going on here as well. But there's a definite C or K connection here as well, like a Catherine, Kate, Karen. And Julie, where's the Dan, David, that name come into play? Dan or David, that kind of a name coming into play. Right, let's have a look at what Angie's saying. Well, anyway, I just want to say hi to Charlie. Welcome to the show. Ooh, it's cold here. That's what makes me yawn. I do apologize and I do beg your pardon. I deliberately left the doors open, so it's actually quite cold here, and that makes me yawn. Where did I see Angie's post? I believe my parents and grandparents were called George. My dad passed in September. My dad's brother is David. All right, okay. And the C or K, Catherine there, Angie, Catherine, Kate, Karen, Angie. Where does that come into play? Danny, my children's granddad. David, my brother. Got ya. Angie, stay tuned, Angie. But my feelings are, I'm with Julie. But stay tuned because you can have what's called a me too. I can have 2 readings coming down at the same time. Alrighty. Julie, there is a situation going on around you at the minute where there has to be give and take. There has to be, in most situations, it's black or it's white, it's right or it's wrong, blah blah blah. But there's a situation here that has a gray area. And that gray area is where compromise comes into play. You give a little, and the others give a little, and you come to a compromise. So there's something about that being brought into play. There's a scenario with a car they want me to acknowledge. I don't know what that means. There's a new car coming into play, or they want me to acknowledge a situation with a car maybe involved with this gray area. I don't know. If David has passed, did I read something about you said Danny has passed? If Danny has passed, there's an apology from his side of the or his side of the veil. He's showing me a white rose. That means, well, okay. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have jumped straight in there with that. When I see a white rose, which he showed me, it means to me an apology from spirit, or there's a connection to a particular white rose that he wants me to bring to your attention. Alrighty. So just because they show me a white rose, it's a symbol for me, means an apology from the other side of life. My feelings are, even though he doesn't feel he's gone too soon, there is a feeling of he left without finalizing things, if you know what I mean. So it's an apology from that side of the veil. But he works very, very, very hard to stay around family and help the family as much as he can. The C or K keeps coming up, like Catherine, Kate, Karen, Kevin, I don't know. But that C or K keeps coming up. It really feels like a Kathleen, Kathy, that kind of a name. All right, I like the start. I like to stick with that. Like I said, Angie, it could be two readings coming in at the same time, which is not uncommon. So, and when I'm on stage, I refer to that as a me too. Okay. Bless him, he's an absolute gentleman. So the apology really is I didn't get finalized. I didn't get things done, and I kind of, in accordance to everybody left behind, he left too early. He doesn't feel like that. He feels like, no, I'm here and everything's taking boo, but I'm working my butt off to help the family as we speak. Just remember what I've said, Julie. I think I really do. There you go. Danny's son's name is Kevin. Then the message could well be filtering down there. Okay, regarding everything I've said, Angie. I don't know where the Matthew comes into play. The Matt or Matthew name is coming into play. So be aware of that, both of you guys. But I'm being told it feels like a cameo, like, hey, don't forget I'm here, like Matthew, that kind of a name. Either Jules or Angie, I'm not too sure which one of you, but please be on top of your blood sugars, blood pressure, something around that area of your anatomy. Remember, never take advice, never, ever take advice from a psychic, especially one who doesn't know what they're talking about. Never take advice from a psychic, take advice from a professional, such as a doctor. Do not take spoonfuls of salt. Do not take spoonfuls of anything else that a psychic will tell you to take. A spoonful of salt will destroy your blood pressure and put you in hospital, probably permanently. So don't listen to that rubbish. Zip over there, see your doctor, let him do an MOT on you, and just get things fixed with a professional. All right. Elizabeth R., welcome to the show. Good to see you. Angie, if Dad is around me, he's telling me to talk about end of February, start of this month. End of February, but the start of this month was significant. Okay, he wants me to draw my attention to that. I don't know what you're going through. I don't know what you're dealing with right now, but he just said, you know what? Sometimes the right decision is to walk away and start again. Okay. The road ahead is long. And I feel a song coming on, I know. The road is long. But it's clear. Alrighty. So when you decide to drop all of the problem situations, the situations that are not bringing you happiness, you will open the door to a new highway. It'll help you. All right. I wouldn't be surprised if a move doesn't come up for you, Angie. All right. There's a for sale sign around you. So it means either moving house, moving jobs, situations around you are going to change for the better. All right. But I really see a for sale sign. So it does tell me a significant change. That usually means change of job or change of moving home. Okay. Right. Got you, guys. If I have, if you've got any questions, let me know. Just put your post, put it up there. I go, hey, dude, it's good on. What's up? But please, Carol Emilio, welcome to the show. Good to see you. If you would like to ask a question, please, before you do that, share the show onto your Facebook page, share it with your groups, and don't forget to like the show. It's important. It really is important to the show, okay? We were off air for a great part of January and February due to me falling ill. And weirdly enough, and usually people say to me, didn't you see that coming? Weirdly enough, I did. I don't usually, but weirdly enough, I did. I said to Johanna, we were coming out of hospital. She was having one of her treatments done. I said, I'm going to be in here soon. And she said, what? I said, I'm going to be in here soon. And she, really? I said, yeah. She goes, why? I said, I don't know, but I'm going to be in here soon. It's going to be for a short term, but I'm going to be in. And within, I think, 3 weeks of me saying that, boom, ruptured colon, and I'm inside for a week. Not clever, but I got a heads up on that occasion. So all of you go, didn't you see it coming? I did. Charlie says, can I get a card, please? Well, usually I do a card whilst I'm doing a reading. So if you've got any questions, it's more based upon the cards or based upon the response to your question. So it's probably a better idea, rather than just saying, can I have a card? If you have a question behind that, the cards will respond to your question, my darling. But I am more than happy to help you. Alrighty. Glad to see that makes sense, Angie. Hope that all helps you out. Carol Amiri, John Smith. Hi, John. Welcome to the show. Can you ask a question? Please, sir. Please feel free to do so. I'm more than happy to help you. Sometimes they do show us this dawn. It's rare, but it does happen. What are we talking about, Dawn? What do they show us? As you come into the chat room, friends, can you please hit the like button and share the show? Thank you, says Lynn. Well, I said that too. So Lynn is absolutely correct. Please, it helps the show. It's going to help us stay on air. We need to be hitting the like button. We need to be sharing the show because the YouTube algorithms are watching. All righty. My hospital visit. Yes, Dawn. Oh, I get it. Rarely. But usually, and I should pay attention when it does happen, it's usually very serious. So the next time it happens, I'll have 999 on standby. But thank you for supporting me there. You get a lot of people going, whoa, some psychic you are. Didn't you see that coming? Wow. Is that the best you can come up with? John says, hey, Paul, I feel like my income has been slashed. Do you see it being temporary? Is it going to last a while and hurt my pockets? Dude, welcome to the world. That's going to happen to a great many folks across this globe. This globe is about to hit an extreme financial climate. All right. I'm telling you that here and now. Be aware. Already. I've already had heads up from upstairs about that there is going to be a massive financial rock around the world. I mean, I don't mean rock as the big boulder. I mean, oh God, okay. But trust me, within a period of 3 to 5 months, no more, it will balance out and it'll come out better. We'll come out stronger. Okay, there's going to be a massive change financially across this globe. The wars aren't helping. Those idiotic wars, why people are still in this day and age warring, I have no idea. But tell you what we'll do, John. There we go. Look, a pile of cards in my hand. I will shuffle them so you can see me shuffling in front of you. Look, oh, that shot out. Look at that. Oh my God. Look at that, John. You saw it shoot out the deck. You saw it shoot literally right out the deck. Ask for help from others. Don't try and ride the wave on your own. That's what that means. Okay? You are being protected. That's what that the guide behind the person means. You're being protected. Let me just put that back down there. That's a cool card, John. Well done. Where are we? My dad has never come through before. Thank you so much. You're welcome, Angie. Just because he doesn't come through does not mean he's not around you. Hello from Florida, one of my favorite places on the planet. Marie, welcome to the show. Are spirits able to see that my labor and delivery will go smoothly next month? You should never ask that to a man. You should never, ever, ever ask that to a man. Okay, do you know what? On that particular, John, I'm not finished with you yet. Don't worry, pal. But I am going to try and help Charlie out here because obviously she's got a bit of fear going on there. Oh, wow. Okay, right. I've got a lovely, not very tall lady coming in on the left, which means to me she's coming in on mom's side of the family. I don't know if this is a grandmother, but it feels above mom, okay? So it could be a grandmother, it could be a great aunt, I don't know, but somewhere in there. Now, somebody in that area of your family, Charlie, was in the medical industry, either a nurse, or a doctor, or a medic of some description, but they're telling me the Red Cross was part of who they were. There's also two militarial connections coming in on that side of the family, one female and one male. There's a strong B name, like Barry, Brenda, Benny. It's a B name. Make that come out. Make that come out. September. No, not September. No. Remember. Okay. I thought they said September, but it sounds more like remember. And they broke it down into syllables. Remember. Remember. Anyway, let's go back to answering your question about how smoothly your listen. I can feel my own personality kicking in here. I'm trying to push it back. My own personality is like my daughter's a pediatric nurse. Always listen to the medics. That's my modus operandi anyway, across the board. Listen to the professionals. However, I'm supposed to say, don't worry. You're overthinking the situation. You're overworrying the situation. You're connecting it to somebody or something else that happened. That's not going to happen to you. Okay. I don't know whether there's something along the lines of, is it your heart rate that's fluttering or the baby's heart rate that's fluttering? Because I can feel like this pop, 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 like that, pop, 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 like that kind of feel going like up and down on my own chest. So it would really relate more to you rather than the baba. Okay. Very active. So don't worry. Very active. Let's get the card. Okay, 4. I've got to go 4. 1, 2. Is this baby number 4? Or are we on baby number 4, Charlie? Because they just gave me the number 4. All right. You're going to enjoy this. Let's have a look for what we got here. Let me just finish off. Okay. I'm glad they showed you and that you're about. Don, thank you so much. How is Johanna? Johanna's doing a lot better. We didn't have such great news a week or so back. There was more great than bad. So just keep sending your love and your healing. That's all I gotta say. Not on the viewpoint of investments and markets. In my regular income, I had a fight with someone. I'm getting a balanced feeling, like not to worry too much. Everybody has fights, not to worry too much. You're welcome for the card, by the way. My nan was a nurse, right? Okay. Charlie says, and it's your heart, and this is baby number 3. Well, they gave me number 4 for some particular reason, so I've chosen card number 4 for you. This card is telling me now you can have whatever you take out of it, what you want. All right, my darling, you take out of that what you want. You're in charge, not me. Okay, but me holding this card in my hand and the energy is your baby's going to come quicker than you think. Okay, the card says in the near future. Woo! All right, this is what this background stuff is. And tonight I've got I'm in front of a set of Venetian blind, so it's sunning the background a bit weird. If I do that, you can see my face looking serious. Oh my god, this is going to be baby number 3. What if you're having twins? Oh, okay. But this card is making me feel earlier than expected. But okay, don't worry. They have denied me money and I don't have the strength to bring it to court. I hope that they have a change of heart next month. Gotcha, John. John, now I don't know whether you are going to a different town or a different city or a different state, but there's a shift for you in relation to boundaries, okay? So either you're moving towns, moving villages, moving cities, I don't know, but there's a shift over boundaries for you, and that shift is going to bring with it a fresh perspective and a fresh future. Being somewhere near the ocean, being somewhere near the water, like a canal or water, rivers, but there's something you're going to be wherever that option is, I can see like beautiful rivers, I can see canal boats, but I can see the ocean not too far away. Wherever that is, John, is the the fresh start. Wherever that is, that's the fresh start. Okay, buddy? Different city. Okay, gotcha. Um, Trust me, John. If you focus on the negative, you will only see the negative. If you focus directly on the negative, that's all you're going to see. Okay. If you focus on the positive and what the possibilities are, and they are big, I might add, there's also a move back, back to something that you did in the past. So something that you're working with your hands. I don't know whether this is carpentry or something along those lines, but there's something to move back to something that you enjoyed, and it's going to give you a fresh start, a fresh perspective, and a better opportunity for your future. But you have to understand this is being brought for you, for you. Okay. Sometimes you get knocked down to actually shake it up to get up and go in a different direction. Sometimes they do things like, for an example, with me, I was doing way, 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 way too much, and I went boom, cancer, and I stopped, and I stopped everything, and I stopped all of the stuff I didn't need to be doing. I stopped all of the stuff that I wasn't happy with, I wasn't enjoying, and I ended up focusing on the things that I really loved, and I became really successful. So sometimes a slap in the chops is the stop to get you to go where you need to be going. You're never at the mercy of a ruthless boss. You're never at the mercy of a ruthless boss, ever. You choose to be at the mercy of a ruthless boss. Or you can choose to go, I'm going to go and do something else that makes me happy. Remember, I've said that. So tomorrow, near the lakes, yes. Okay, good. The money will be fine. Yes. Your future will be fine. But at the end of the day, John, your future, if it's to be, it's up to me. Just say that. Say it over in your head, over and over. If it's to be, it's up to me. Okay, it's up to me. I gotta make the choices. You're never under anybody's boot. You choose to be there, or you can go. Do you know what? I'm worth more, and I'm gonna go and make my worth happen. All right, it's up to you. Totally up to you. I'm feeling it already. This is a new perspective. Really remember what I've said. There's something about going back to something you love, going back to either a job or a vocation, like carpentry or something. But I feel like I'm using my hands, and what it comes out of it is it's actually really, really good. Okay. There's either a rejoining of a new friendship, or sorry, a rejoining of a friendship, or a renewal of a friendship coming up around you as well. I'm also supposed to say, do me a favor, be on top. Oh, wow. Either mom's mom is in spirit. There's Mother's Day coming up. Obviously, I'm getting a lot of moms coming through and grandmothers. Either mom's mom is in spirit, but there's a lady holding yellow flower, which means to me, it's a symbol for me to say, please, please, please take care of your health. Okay. I'm supposed to tell you you're not eating correctly either. All right. Like, eat properly, boy. That's the way I'm getting it. So either they want me to talk about your eyes, or they want me to, the person who's talking to me is saying, oh, I had an issue vocally, that you would recognize who this person is. Okay. Yeah, a slap actually made me change my views on things. I can start to see a new financial. I can start to see how financially average people feel like. John, listen, trust me, please, please, please trust me. The world is your oyster. You just have to choose to get up and get after it. Right? You haven't eaten in 15 hours. You're being told off, young man. You're being told off. Paul, do you see a new move around for me? Says Marie Clark. John, I hope that helps you out, buddy. But remember, just keep saying over and over and over to yourself, if it's to be, it's up to me. If it's to be, it's up to me. You're not under anybody's tyranny. You're not under anybody's control. You're under the control of one person, yourself. You make the choices. Marie, do I see a move around you? Do I see? Can you come closer, Marie? Can you help me with Marie, please? Now, weirdly, I had a new guide come in quite recently. I was talking with another great, phenomenal psychic that I know very, very well. And she called me up while I was driving, oddly enough. And while I was just answering questions, trying to help her, in coming this new person. And I said, okay, okay, who are you? But I kind of get the feeling I know you. Um, and it turned out to be not Saint Francis of Assisi, Saint Joseph. Saint Joseph came in, and it was exactly the person she needed. Now, the weird thing about it is, Marie, I'm seeing exactly that. St. Joseph is coming close to help you in relation to, do I see a movie? The move is going to be more emotional for you rather than necessarily physical. The physical aspect of the move is going to be okay, but the emotional concept of the move is going to be different for you. It's going to change. There's going to be like a little step backwards before you take 3 steps forward, and that's what you want. Okay, remember, it's a pause, think, then move forward. So a little step backwards, pause, think, then move forward. Okay, but there is going to be a change around you, and it's going to come in and around Mother's Day. Remember, I've said that. Okay, so Mother's Day has got something to do with this. Marie, August is got a significance here. So tell me to focus in on August 16th. There you go, August 16th. Okay, so I'm going to go with the 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. What have we got? Improving health. Look at that. Look at that. Okay, so the balance of the light is needed, and the fact, if you look at that that guide, the angel, she's carrying yellow light. For me, that means please, please, please work in improving your health. Okay, that's what that means. Alrighty. Hopefully that helps you out, my darling. Alrighty. You're welcome, John. You can ask me a question, just fire away. If you ask a question, it could be a question somebody else is thinking of, and I'm more than happy to help you. Okay. We are short of likes tonight, folks. Please press that like button, as Lynn is asking you. Okay, there's 16 people in the room, and I need you to hit that like button. Please, please, please hit the like and share. Alrighty, hit that like and share. Paul, I was wondering about my move. Was it okay? I'll read that again. Paul, I was wondering about my moving. I was wondering if the place that I originally was planning is still a good idea. Trust your instincts. Trust that gut instinct. Trust that feeling. Okay. Trust that gut instinct. Okay. Wherever that whole feeling of home is, that's where it's supposed to be. Okay. Not the feeling of, oh, this is nice. The feeling of, I'm home. That feeling. Trust that instinct. All right, Dawn. Do you see legal seats being filed on me later this month? There's another person bugging me. John, best thing to do is take yourself out of the firing line. Okay? Guy walks into a doctor. He says, hey, doc, it hurts when I put my arm in the air. Doctor says, don't do it then. Alrighty? Don't do it then. Take yourself out of the firing line. Take yourself away from the aggravation. Take yourself away from everything that's not serving you. If it's hurting you, then stay away from it. It's that simple. Alrighty. This person has been on me. This person has been on me since a few months, but every time I tell him to go ahead with the lawsuit, he backs off. I don't know for how long. Look, if somebody's going to sue you, it'll be done. It'll be done, and they don't hang about. That's the way it works. They get on with it, because here's the thing. At this moment in time, lawsuits are being held up in courts because there's not enough court time. So I wouldn't worry about it. But my advice to you as a person, not necessarily as a psychic, as a person, take yourself out of the damn firing line. If the area that you're in is not serving you and you're not happy, then go somewhere else. Go wherever that water is. go where that river or that lake or these boats are, because wherever you are is clearly not serving you. Alrighty, good questions though. Paul, if it's okay, can you tell me when I'm receiving my September 11 compensation? I've been waiting for years. If not, no worries. Thank you. I can tell you straight off the bat, based upon the whole change of regime in your country, I would say it's going to be a little bit more. But if you let the pressure off, the pressure will come on. If you keep the pressure on, that you'll get more of attention. Just remember, I said that my guy just said keep your foot on the gas pedal. Okay, keep pushing. But the change in regime, as in your president, your revived president, is kind of halting a lot of things up, and he is really messing up the financial kind of things. Right, and I'm seeing that globally, not just with America, but globally. John says, I think the water is really important for my energy. 7 years ago, I went near the lake. I started to rise. Well, I can go back to the lake, or it really doesn't feel like a lake to me. But you know what? Wherever is correct. Don't. I'm not going to argue with it. But I was seeing more of along the lines of like a river, like a canal, that kind of thing. If it moves into a lake, and then okay. But it's wherever that water is, that's the place that you need to be looking to start. But John, when you do move, and this is not just for John, but this is for everybody who is contemplating a change, don't carry the negative with you. You just carry the negative to a new place. What you got to do is let go of the negative and start fresh. I mean, literally turn the page and forget the chapter before, start a brand new chapter, all right? Then he says, got it, thank you, you're welcome. I am an idiot. I have come up into this room, and this room is freaking freezing. And I'm sitting here like an idiot, looking around and seeing if there's any jumpers around. Oh, there's a hoodie. I'm going to put a hoodie on. Please forgive me. But it's damn cold in this room tonight. Because we left the doors open that you can't see because there's a new back thing for me. So I'm going to put this on. Please forgive me. But I'm freaking freezing. I don't normally wear hoodies. Well, I do actually. I normally wear hoodies when I'm going to work because it's kind of like makes me feel young again. I'm 60 sort of one. Anyway, let's go back to work, shall we? Okay. Angie, I said to you at the beginning of your reading, I see a move around you. Okay. I see a move around you. That's what I did say that to you at the beginning. Gosh. Please forgive me. I had to put that jumper on because I'm freezing. Right, so you guys, I hope you're liking the show, enjoying the show. Do please leave comments below, and don't forget to share with everybody else this show. All right. Right, I've kind of caught up with all you guys. So, what's happening in the universal change? Well, I'm seeing a lot of changes around the globe on a very, very high spiritual energy level. Okay, the energies have been sort of really pushed and kind of really pushed or forced into being ahead of their time. There is going to be like a global pause, if you want to call it that. That's going to come up in and around the May, June time. Okay, there's going to be kind of a global pause, and then kind of things will start to move again. So my advice to everybody is kind of keep yourself balanced, keep yourself focused on where you are, where you're going. Keep your mind on how you're going to get to your goals. That's really my focus at the minute and my advice to you. Oh, there's my pal John Fuller. John Fuller's in the house. Hey, mate. Got new guides coming in just recently. Definitely a change, but oh mate, trust me, there's that you got more than just a few guides coming your way, buddy. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome my dear friend John Fuller, brilliant psychic. If you live in the Helston area, you are going to be able to go and see John on a one-to-one basis, and John's going to be coming on this show over the next days and weeks coming up. So stay tuned. I haven't seen my old dear pal wherever she's gone, Dawn. I'd like to bring Dawn back in again. I haven't seen her for ages. I haven't spoken for Dawn in ages, actually. I really must get on and make that happen. Brilliant show, says Julie Sharp. Always liked and shared. Oh, you're a sweetheart. Thank you so very, very much. John Boy. There is somebody coming in around you that is very well read. Now, I don't know if that is, it feels like Oxford, Cambridge kind of a person. Now, I don't know whether that's somebody connected to your past, or is this is a new guide, one of the new guides that's coming in. But there's somebody coming in with you now. Uniquely, this person isn't coming into you for educational purposes. They're coming into you to bring a bit more sort of tranquility to your to your life. I hope you don't mind me bringing that up. I'm also being told to tell you that it's a really good idea to either carry the clear crystal quartz or get the clear crystal quartz. I don't know which one it is. It's either carry it or get it, one or the other. And if I'm going to say the name Gary to you, John, the name Gary, just remember I've said that. Gary is important, right? Angie says, amazing show as always. I really appreciate you saying that. Thank you so very, very much. It helps. We pat on the back every now and again. Never goes wrong. Billy Diamonds. Hi, Billy. How are you? Good to see you. Thank you very much for being here. Hey, y'all, don't forget to like the show. It's really important. YouTube are watching the algorithms, and the more you guys like the show, the more you guys share the show, the more it will stay on air. If you don't like the show, you don't share it, we're gone. And I'll have to do it all via my Patreon channel, in which case you guys are going to have to join that. I'd advise you to go join that anyway. Please come and join my Patreon channel. You can join it for free, okay? But I'll be doing seminars on that channel, and only those who hold one of the levels. You can join it for £5 a month. Join that level, okay? You can always go up from there, but join that level. £5 a month. A month, okay? That's the price of a cup of coffee a month. And there's going to be seminars, teaching, one-to-ones, group sessions. And if you haven't joined it, you're going to miss out. All right, so join it for the sake of £5 a month. Okay. I was given a clear crystal quartz in the meditation of my pineal gland. Spot on, mate. Boom, boom. I'm seeing this on a physical level too, my man. So, and the one I'm seeing is connected to like a key ring. Remember, I've said that. Okay, if you see it, it's like connected to a key ring because I feel like you carry it on your keys. Well, the clear quartz comes in on multiples of reasons. Okay, clearing, balance, clearing, so on and so forth, clear seeing, clairvoyance. But this gentleman who's very, very well, he comes in like this here. He's like da 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 da. Speaks like that. It's really on tranquility level that he's coming into play here. Okay. It feels almost like if he introduces himself, he will introduce himself as the professor, okay? Because it feels like that to me. All right, you'll leave me alone for a minute. That's okay. So I've got a bit of a clear mind at the moment. There's no chattering going on there. So I always think that it's a great idea for you guys to ask questions, because when you ask questions, it then allows me to answer the questions, in which case we teach a lot of people anyways. Alrighty, we've got roughly about 29 minutes left, so ask away. Feel free to ask away. And if you're gonna want to say ask questions, it's a good idea like he speaks like you. He speaks like John. Hi there, I'm John Fuller. I'll be your psychic today. What you want is one of those little monocles. I know, John. He's nothing like it. Uh, no, they're leaving me alone for a minute. So far away, guys. You got some questions? Far away. I will be doing cards for everybody today as well. So I will be putting out cards very shortly. Rather than you go, oh, can I have a card? I'll be doing some cards coming up towards the end of the show. So don't clear off and miss out on that. I will be doing a number of cards. So you will have an option on those cards. I won't tell you how many. I'm not going to let you start guessing. But I will be doing a number of cards tonight for you guys. So coming up towards the end of the show, I will be able to put these out, and you guys will get a very personal reading from the angelic realms itself. Elizabeth says, I'm wondering if I should change the cover of my audiobook. Can I have a card, please? Should you change the cover of your audiobook? I think you should send me a copy of your audiobook. That's what I think you should do. And I will listen to it. I enjoy listening to books. I enjoy reading books. I very rarely get the time anymore to read books, but so therefore I listen to them in the car. Right. Are we talking about a change of? My question back to you, Elizabeth, would be: why do you think you need to change it? Really? I did marketing in college. You see, that's why. So if you chose a particular style of branding, why do you think you need to change it? Are you just having second thoughts because the confidence is dropping a wee bit, or is it because you really feel it needs changing? Okay, here we go. This feels like the right card. Oh my god! Now that's all of the cards. So you can see, like there's 40 odd of them. Reconsider. But look at what that person's carrying. Is carrying a blue crystal. Okay, do you see that on the top of the sword? Blue crystal. And the blue crystal resonates with the throat chakra. And the throat chakra is specifically for communication. So hey. I will send anyone who uses audio free code in the UK. I have about 20. Oh, bless your heart. Well, send me a code and I will boost it for you. I will boost your book. Billy Diamond says, do you see new love for me or reconciliation of a past love? I see you having to really make a decision, Billy, are you capable of letting go of the past love? That's what I see. It's not about whether there is somebody out there for everybody. That's an absolute given. Sometimes we find it eventually based upon a journey. Like, for example, I have all my beautiful children. I have Rosie, Brandon, Maddie, Maya. And now I have my Johanna. So I had to go through that journey to get Rosie and Brandon. Then with my other wife, Maddie and Maya, and I wouldn't be without any of those guys. But I am at my happiest where I am right now. So sometimes you've got to go, but you've got to let go. You've got to make that choice, and to the benefit of everyone, that the energy changes. Like, everybody in my family is happy now. So that's what you got to do. Y'all got to change. Where was I wanted to. So that changes come in for there for Elizabeth. Who was I answering that question? Oh, Billy. I was asking the question for Billy, but I did see Carol there. Carol says, "Hi, Paul. I'm 6 months past my cancer surgery treatment. Do you see my health good from here on out. I see you having a few more little obstacles to get over, but nothing you can't handle. Okay, a few more little obstacles to get over, and I've got this whole feeling of a regime has to take place. Like you may have to be on specific medication once or twice a day or something along those lines. I don't know. I'm not a doctor, nor am I a pharmacist. But I see some sort of regime having to take place for a few months. Okay, there is going to be a giving up of something, and I kind of get the feeling is giving up something you don't want to give up, whether that be like sugar, whether that be something along those lines. But there is giving up. It really feels to me more along the lines of like gluten. You need to go gluten free, something along those lines. It feels to me to help your system get stronger, you're going to have to go into the gluten free. You have to go into filling your body with nutrients and things of that nature. I think your body's taken a whole battering in the realm of its protection system. So it's giving up something that you're not going to be too happy by giving it up, right? But I do see things working out for you, okay? Can I ask you, Carol, is there a pet recently crossed for yourself or your family? Because I'm being told about a pet coming over, they call it the Rainbow Bridge. A pet coming over to say that it's with the family, all safe and sound. Okay. There's a strong Carol. There's a strong Anna, Anna. That kind of like a strong A name. Remember, I can be off by names. I can be off by the initial, but I won't be off by what it sounds like. Um, I can be off by the name, so don't worry about that. And also, sometimes when I get given names, it doesn't necessarily mean that person's crossed. It means who they are, who's with them, or please say hi to. So this is Anna, Anne. That kind of a name is being shouted to me, Carol. Hopefully that helps you out, my darling. Uh, Elizabeth says, thank you so much. You're more welcome. You are more than welcome. Fire it across to me and I will do a wee review and share it with everybody. Carol says, my dog Freddie passed in 2017. I'm sorry, my angel, but he is with your family, all safe and sound. Do not worry, okay? I keep hearing Anna, Alan or Anna. There's a strong A name. October is significant, or the 10th of a month is significant for you as well, Carol, okay? There are two people who have come back together in spirit. They want me to acknowledge that. So it is either mom had crossed first and then dad crosses, or dad crosses and mom crosses, or grandparents, but they're back together. It's important that you understand that, okay? And I don't know who the strong J is, whether it's Jane or Joseph, Julie. There's a strong J name to be acknowledged. And there's a new romance coming into the family. So somebody will have kind of find the right thing, find the right person, find the right balance. But there's a new romance coming into the family circle that's bringing with it just a tranquility that's coming right into the family at the right time. Okay. Denise says, I love this show. Thank you so much, my darling. I really appreciate you saying that. I do. Thank you so much. Don't forget to share the show you love. Share it with your friends, share it with your family. You know, don't be really important to hit that like button. Don't worry about that. Lynn saying, I really enjoy great reading as usual. I'm enjoying the show. Lynn, thank you so much. Yes, my dad and mom passed, and my brother James passed too. Gotcha. Well, hey, they're all together. They're all having fun. And they are all, well, if your brother James has passed, he wants me to tease you about the hair. Okay? Oh, by the way, his personality is back. That's important that you understand, right? I kind of find this cheeky kind of like, he would be the kind of guy that jump and go boom, like that, catch you when you're unawares. But the hair is important. So Tell me about the hair. And I'm hearing Elvis Presley in the background for some reason, just so you understand. I don't know why I'm hearing Elvis, but I'm supposed to tell you. Elvis Presley's in the background. I'm hearing a wealth of different Elvis Presley songs, so clearly Elvis Presley has got something to do with this connection as well. Billy says, "Thank you, Paul. You're welcome, sir. You're very welcome." Kitokis, lemon stokis. I love that you guys are loving the show. It's really important to me. I even though I've been doing this for a great number of years now, I've been a professional psychic medium for a great number of years. There are times when even I still doubt myself. Okay, but every now and again you get, am I doing the right thing? Am I doing it well? And the only people that because I don't do live shows at the minute, I will be doing them again. The only feedback I get is from you guys. So please do help me by giving me feedback. Julie says it's very enjoyable. Thank you so much, Julie. It's so kind of you. Do you see any home moves from me? Julie, my first instinct is to say no, it isn't. Because they're trying to block you from making the wrong decision. Weirdly, I should say that, but I kind of heard that, and I heard it as it was coming out. There is an impulsive feel about a move, but it's not the right time. Okay, give yourself a breather. That's what I'm supposed to say. Give yourself a breather. Just chill. Give yourself a breather. Things are going to happen, and the right time will present itself in the not too distant future. I feel springtime. Alrighty, I feel spring as we come out of spring into summer. Sometime around then, the opportunities will start to show themselves for you. Alrighty. I'm seeing. I don't know whether this is your house where you are right now, but a kind of a picket fence and the rose arch, something to do with that. That's got my attention. All right. Feels very homely. Yes, says Carol. My cousin Helen passed. She loved Elvis. So she's given the whole. But your brother's teasing you about the hair. I gotta tease you about your hair, Carol. Okay. Will things get calmer between me and my relatives? Only if you want them to, Billy. Only if you want them to. If you don't want them to, then no. Okay. No, I'm pushing my guides, and I'm pushing Chen, who's my guide for philosophy, and normally he will give me some really cool words of wisdom to say to you, but it really is allow the muddy waters to clear and allow the water to calm. Okay, just let things calm. Okay, the more you push, I'm getting a wee. Okay, go on. Thank you. I'm getting a wee. You kind of speak, then think second. Speak first, think second. So hey, I hear my mom's voice all of the time, and she says, if you got nothing good to say, don't say anything at all. Don't just say things for the sake of saying things. Just if you have any good things to say, keep quiet and just hear your own mom's voice in your own head saying, if you have nothing good to say, then don't say anything at all. Just remember that. Ready? Love your shows, says Julie. Back to my meditation, feels so much lighter. Love learning new things. It's brilliant. Well, Julie's, there's going to be some new seminars coming up shortly. I've kind of got the new business almost onto a keel, in which case I'm going to be going back to doing the seminars on my Patreon channel. If you haven't already joined my Patreon channel, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, I would advise you to do so, because you can miss out on some serious seminars, and you're going to miss out on teaching, and you're going to miss out on one-to-ones and group sessions. If you haven't joined, go and do that. Just get over to my Patreon channel, which is www.patreon.com/Paul Francis 111. In fact, if I stick over a wee banner for you, it'll help you. There you go. If you go over there and you join the bronze tier, which is only £5 a month, that's all. The price of a cup of coffee a month, you will get a lot of things like seminars, one-to-ones, group challenge, group sessions, and seminars. You'll also get taught. There's a lot of teaching going to be going on there, and I'll be doing. I'm currently doing a. Actually, there's a sort of session that I'm doing periodically about being able to attract the universe in a positive way so that you get your ultimate goals. So that's actually on there at the minute. So if you go and join, you'll be able to be a part of that. That's true about me speaking first and thinking second. So when you start to rise up because you speak emotionally, remember fact over fiction. Okay, but hear your voice saying, if you have nothing good to say, then don't say anything at all. Okay, we tend to be very much a reactive kind of a race, especially blokes. We have a habit of yapping when we shouldn't. Learn to shut up, as my mum used to say to me. Esther, welcome to the show. How do I go about getting? Sorry, I'll read that again. How do I go about doing a cleanse from an unwanted spirit? Okay, right. Okay, Esther. Well, number one, please don't think of me being condescending. I am not. I'm this is a number one, a great question. I happen to deal with this on a fairly regular basis. I'm going to pull this up because I'm actually sitting in a different room tonight, and the door's been open all day, and it's freezing. So Esther, number one, how do I go about getting rid of an unwanted spirit? My question to you will be this: number one, why do you think it's an unwanted spirit? What is it about this particular energy that is unwanted? And please, 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 we're doing a teaching thing, you and I, right now. Okay, you've got a fantastic question, and it's a great question. I'm going to respond and help you. So, very first thing I always say is, in fact, I've got a meeting. I think it's on the 20th with Netflix, and one of the actual one of the actual parts of the whole show that I'm putting together for Netflix is dealing with this particular subject. A lot of people go, "Oh my God, I need my house cleansed," and I go, "Okay, of what? Of what?" And they go, "Well, there's energy in my house." Yeah, and of what? What is it you need cleansing? So in your scenario, Esther, I'm going to say, why would it be unwanted spirit? Why is it an unwanted energy? What is it doing that's creating that kind of feeling behind where you are? Is it based on fear, or is it actually based because it's being a bit of a git? Okay. Now let's deal on both parts of that, being a git and fear. Fear first. We all fear. Everybody fears. That or what we don't understand. If we don't understand what it is, fear is the primary fight or flight. So fear is the primary emotion that goes straight into the modus operandi, or that way of thinking. And that's right. That's okay. Okay, but that's what triggers what's referred to as the fight or flight. Now we fear that what we don't know. So let's change that around. And we start looking at, well, what is it we need to find out? Right. Okay, let's find out who this energy is. Who is this energy? What is it? Who is this person that's in this house that's trying to get my attention? Are they trying to get my attention because they want to talk to me? Or are they trying to get my attention because they kind of want me out? Okay, so we need to figure that out. Alrighty. I had been called to a property where the energy in the property was throwing DVD machines, not the discs, the machine, throwing those around the room. When I eventually got to the property, when I eventually did my investigation, and I wish that one had been filmed. I promise you, to this day, I always think, I wish that had been filmed, because I would have sped it up and I would have played the Benny Hill music to it, because you would find me chasing the spirit right around the house, up the stairs, and eventually cornering the spirit in the one room. Now, you might be thinking, oh my God, oh my God. And it was terrorizing, but it seemed to be terrorizing a young child in the house, so a 7-year-old girl. So I said to the mom, I remember standing and I could see this energy in the corner of the room. And I said to the mom, this is where it happens, right? And she goes, yeah. I said, it happens in here and it happens with your daughter, right? And she goes, oh my God, yeah. I said, right, okay. So what it was the energy that was causing all the havoc was actually the man that built the three houses. We were in the center one, there was one each side of it. And he'd built all three of those houses. Now, in his mind, even as a spirit energy, he didn't believe anybody should be in his houses. Okay. But the only person he could communicate with was the little girl. So he was trying to get her attention. You guys need to be out of my house. You're in my house. You should be out. And the only person that he could talk to was the little girl. She was the only one responding. So it became more like an evil entity, or an energy that was really fixated on getting people out of the house. So when I spoke to him, I literally went, stop. Okay. Number one, it's not cool to be terrorizing a little 7-year-old girl. You have karma to deal with on that front. You have got to fix that. Okay. And then when I explained to him that, look, you should have gone with your family through the light. You should have gone with them. It doesn't matter. You won't be leaving this house. You will be joining your family, and you can come back and visit this house as often as you like and whatever time you like. When I say time, I mean time. You can come back to the 70s, to the 60s, to the 50s, to the 40s. You can come back at any time you want. And when I explained that to him, all of the negativity died down. It all stopped. And I didn't throw him out of the house. I just conversed with him. I'm answering your question, Esther. I'm answering yours. So what we got to do is we got to find out who it is that you need to get rid of. Okay, then we got to find out why you need to get rid of them. Okay, why is it important to get rid of this particular person or any persons? Because realistically speaking, you could be in an area like a house like this one, and that person claims that house is theirs, and in their mind's eye or their heart or their energetic thinking, you're in their space rather than they're in yours. Okay, so usually compromise, oddly enough, comes into play when you say to them, hey, listen, whoa, stop, I don't mind you being here. It's okay, you can be here as often as you like, but now this is my time and you will respect my boundaries. Try that first. Okay, if it comes to it, there are techniques that you can do that will move an energy on. And one of the most simple techniques, oddly enough, is called the bubble technique, right? But please, please, please take my advice. Please, I beg of you, please try and communicate with this energy first and find out who it is. Okay? Find out why they're connecting to you and what it is they actually want. He's followed you where you've gone. That could well be a family member. That could well be a family member. So my advice still is find out who it is that's trying to connect with you. A family, well, no matter where you go, a family member is going to follow you. Okay, but however, let's assume that you've gone through the concepts of finding out who it is and why they want to connect with you. Okay, the bubble technique is a very, very simple technique. It's really, really simple, but please remember, you could be throwing out a parent, a grandparent, an aunt, an uncle, cousin, friend. You could be getting rid of that, pushing them out. So please be aware of that first. So let's teach everybody the bubble technique. Imagine you can see in the center of your house, in the center of your home, literally visualize your house and see it in almost like in a 3D sort of way. So you can see right to the pinpoint center of that house. If it's in the middle of a wall, it's in the middle of a wall. It's in the middle of a room, it's in the middle of a room. It's in the corner of a room, it's in the corner of a room. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter about the design of the house. We're talking about the geometrical center of the property. So the two top corners coming to the middle, the two bottom corners coming up, and vice versa. So you have the geometrical center of the property, right? So once you've established that, Actually, I tell you what I want you to do. I want you to do that right now. Everybody watching the show tonight, and everybody watching the show later on, do what I'm going to do with you right now, okay? Because I'm going to teach you something. I want you first of all to say out loud, if you wish. If you want to say it out loud, it's absolutely fine. Say, hey, listen, all of my friends and family in spirit who are with me right now, and ask you, would you be so kind as to step back, go and do something? I'm just going to do a quick cleanse in the house, and then you are welcome later. All my friends and family, I ask you to step back. I'm going to do a quick cleanse of the house. Then you'll be welcome back later on. And then you give them a moment or two to do that. They'll do that because they're connected to your guides, they're connected to you, and they'll step off and they'll go and see other friends and family. So this geometrical center of the property, okay, you see a ball of energy like a marble, right? And you just focus on that. So close your eyes and do it with me right now, okay? Close your eyes, take a breath in. Imagine now in the center of the house, you can see this ball of energy. It's almost like a little mini earth, all just spinning in different directions and spinning. So as you breathe in, you see the ball starting to enlarge, starting to grow. It's now about the size of a tennis ball. And you breathe out, but as you're breathing out, you're releasing negativity. You're letting it go. Just letting go of all the stresses, all the worries, all the negativity. As you breathe in again, the ball's getting bigger, okay? And it's getting bigger again. Now it's about the size of a balloon. Once again, as you breathe out, you're just letting go of the stresses and the worries and the aches and pains and the trials and tribulations of life. And just let them go. Just let it go. Don't even think about it. Let it go. Now, the outside of this bubble is silver, but the inside of the bubble is full of light. So it's basically a light bubble that you're growing. So you're pulling in, breathing in again. As you're breathing in, the ball's getting bigger and bigger and bigger again. Okay, about the size of a beach ball, maybe bigger than that. And once again, breathing out, falling more and more relaxed, further and further into your chair. Keep breathing in as the ball gets bigger and bigger. Now, as it's getting bigger, it's pushing everything on the outside energetically out and away. Okay. By this time now, it's getting roughly about the size of a couch or a car. Big. It's getting big. And as you're breathing in, it's getting bigger. And as you're breathing out, you're getting more and more relaxed, more and more at peace. The ball is now getting to the point where it's encompassing a fair amount of the house. It's starting to push out through to the walls of the house now. So everything on the outside of that bubble is being pushed out and away from you. So it's passing through you now to the point where you're starting to see your house inside the bubble. Okay? So, and now imagine the whole complexity of your house is inside a complete sphere. So this bubble, the sphere, is white light, the white light of love and divine protection, completely passing through every avenue of your house, every corridor, every roof space, cupboard, door, drawer, wherever. But the outside has pushed all the negativity of your house right out and away. So inside, it's encompassed in the white light. Outside, all the energy has been pushed out, and you'll feel lighter. Okay, you'll begin to feel lighter. So just keep breathing in that white energy. Keep breathing in, let it work its way through your body, working into the joints, the muscles, the nerve endings, and just let it do its job. Let it balance those chakras from the red, the orange, coming up to the yellow, the green, the blue, the indigo, and the violet, to the white. And just let that energy run up and down through, and it pulls away from you all your worries, your stresses, your aches and pains. Let it float off into that white light to be cleansed. Now, it's a very, 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 very simple technique. Keep your mind focused on that house being inside the bubble, and everything in the house, including yourself and all of your family, all being washed through that white light of love and divine protection. Nothing, but nothing, can pass through that bubble without your invitation or you allowing it to do. So when you want your friends and family who are in spirit to come back in, you can invite them personally into the bubble. Alrighty? Give that a shot. Sometimes on the first instance, it's a bit difficult because your mind starts to wander and do different things. That's okay. It's called mind noise. It's a regular thing. Don't worry about it. Just practice that little technique over and over and over. Now, you can do it in your house. You can do it in your job. You can do it in somebody else's house. You can do it in your own car, wherever you like. You can do it as often as you like or as minimal as you like. You can do it when you're lying in bed, sitting in the chair, the couch. You can do it when you're sitting in a bus. Hey, just give it a go. Give it a try. But whatever you're going to put into it, only put 100%. Don't half do the job, because if you half do it, you might as well, you'll just be wasting your time, right? Live shows are going to happen, my friend. Yes, they are, John, and I can't wait to do something with you. About time we bounced about out there again, mate. Yes, indeed, we did some great live shows in the past, John and I, and it'll be an absolutely ball to do them again. I think it'd be fantastic if we can get some shows. If you guys can get to see John and I together, we have a laugh, we have a giggle. We've got two different personalities that work in tandem. John and I trained together, and we're kind of like, we're very, very supportive of each other. I've thought of him as being an absolute gentleman from the day I met him, and I continue to do so. He's an amazing guy. One spirit is the only spirit in your body, Esther, is your spirit, and your spirit is stronger than anything else. Okay, I don't know who's telling you there's a spirit in your body, but no, it isn't. The only spirit energy that's in your body is yours. Okay, you have guides around you, you have protectors around you. Okay, you have an older gentleman who's a protector around you, and this older gentleman comes on dad's side of the family, so it's either dad or grandfather that is around you, who's protecting you as well. Okay, this gentleman who is in spirit that's around you was not necessarily the most pleasant of people here, in that he was, quite stern. When he made a decision, boom, it was made. So, but he is very protective of you. You are not invaded by an energy. Trust me. Okay. Then he says that felt good. Love that, says Julia. I included my car as well, says Carol. Exactly. I have a neurotic neighbor that vandalized my car. This happens a lot. Great light exercise, thank you. But remember, Carol, when you focused on your neighbor vandalizing your car, the ball come back again. Start again and push it up. Okay, remember, keep your mind, keep your thoughts, keep your energy high, and keep that bubble out there. So redo the exercise again and keep popping it out there and push. Esther, I do have an older gentleman around you. I don't know whether I'm getting a nickname here or the name is shortened for a particular reason. Like if his name is James, it'd be shortened to Jim, or if his name is William, it'd be shortened to Bobby. But there's a shorten of the name that wants me to be acknowledged. There's a gentleman around you who is definitely very, that's how he thinks. He thinks like that. There's a military background, because I'm seeing a flag here, which means to be the military connection, Esther, that want me to acknowledge. And there's I don't know if the J-O is female or male. I don't know. But there's a J-O name here to be acknowledged. And I'm seeing the 5 of diamonds, Esther, which means to me they want me to connect with or speak of 5 people. Okay, so mom and dad, 3 kids, or 5 kids, I don't know, but there's a 5 connection. Will you be able to get a car this year? The unique thing here is there's a car waiting for you. It's already waiting for you. So I don't know whether a family member is going to gift you a car, or there was a car that was left to you. I don't know, but there's something about a car that's waiting for you. Okay. As long as you're not expecting a Ferrari or a Porsche. Okay. It's weird that I was motivated to say that. Just remember, I've said that. Don't expect a Ferrari or a Porsche. Yeah, Joe or Joseph. There's a J-O, but I couldn't tell because my wife is called Johanna, but she's got Joe for short. So I don't know. I just say J-O. Normally I got a J-O-E, which is Joseph, but I just got a J-O, so I didn't know that was male or female. I'm 100% honest. Guys, I have literally 9 minutes left. I'm going to do Doug says, any messages for Spirit? Hi, Doug, for a start. Um, I kind of respond to questions rather than just messages from Spirit because um, I'm open to present you a message. But what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to do 4 cards. I'm going to do 4 cards tonight. Now, listen, before you start jumping all over the place, guys, I want you to focus. All right, I'm going to be putting 4 cards down. Now, just don't guess the card. Be drawn, Doug. So if you just close your eyes for a moment, everybody just closes their eyes for a moment. You'll be drawn to 1 or 4 cards. Okay, so you can have 1, 2, 3, or 4, or you might have 1 and 3, or 2 and 3, or 1 and 4. It doesn't make any odds. But you're going to be. I'm putting the cards out right now, so I'm shuffling them so they're not. I'm not just doing 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm shuffling whilst the angelic realm tell me to stop, and then I put the next card down, and so on and so forth until I put all 4 cards out. Archie's car was a Porsche. Ooh, that's my favorite car too. That's my favorite car as well. So Archie will be with me when I'm driving mine. He had expensive taste, that boy. There we go. So right, I have the 4 cards out and waiting. If you would like to just take a moment, Doug, I invite you to do this, my friend. So just sit quietly, and let the number come to you, or numbers come to you. Okay. Barry Hendricks, you just sneaked in at the last minute, you little sausage. How are you? Good to see you, pal. You got to come up and visit the pub, visit the inn. Come on, visit that. 3, felt it before you said 3 out of 4. You said 3. Okay, John. Barry said number 4. Barry and John, it'd be great for you guys to meet each other. You'll get on like a house on fire as well. Julie Sharp says 2 and 4. Barry goes, I want number 4, please, pal. I don't know why I said that with an American accent. I don't know. I just no idea why. 2 and 4 for Julie Sharp. 3 for Denise, 4 for Julia, 3 and 4 for Lynn. 3 is my favorite numbers, says Carol. Now, I can't see the cards. I have them face down, so we'll get there. Doug says number 1 and 4. Now, Doug, while you are choosing, or while number 1 and 4 has been selected for you, I would really have a question in mind. Okay, for you to have that question in mind. Okay, so the answers are going to come from the angelic realm. Okay, Elizabeth says 3 and 4, please, Paul. Absolutely. So here we go. If you all have chosen cards, fantastic. If you're doing it right now, phenomenal. If you haven't and you're watching the show later on, like in later on your day today, do the same thing. Just don't automatically guess the cards. Just be chosen and be motivated towards the answers 1, 2, 3, or 4. Or a combination of all of those. So if you choose card number 1 tonight, you are got ask help from others. That is a great idea. Ask for help from others. Okay, never try and weather a storm on your own where somebody might have an answer to help you out. If you are going through a situation, and especially family people genuinely like to help other people. That's a kind of built-in gift within our own solar regions, in our soul and our energy within. We want to help other people. So when you're in a situation, especially where family are concerned, never be afraid to say to your family, I need help, and they will help you. So if you choose card number 1, it is an opportunity now for you guys to ask for help from others. Card number 2, if you choose card number 2, by the way, forgiveness. Okay, now forgiveness doesn't necessarily mean a person or people connected to you. Sometimes that word is for you. Okay, forgive yourself, forgive your past, forgive the things that might have steered you wrong in the past. Just forgive it, let it go. Okay, because the past can't be changed. Okay, you can learn from the past and bring that knowledge forward, the lessons you've learned, but the situation, forgive. Forgiveness is a brilliant thing. It's a great thing for letting go of the negativity of your past. If it does relate to somebody or something that's happening around you right now, that works just as well, Doug. So number 3, John Boy and Denise and Lynn, improving on your health. Okay, then this feels to me more of a directive rather than things are happening for you. It feels to me more of a directive. It feels to me more of a focus on bringing things in that actually helps your body, helps you improve on your health. Now, weirdly enough, as I'm holding this card, I'm holding the card, I'm using it, I'm kind of feeling the energy in the card. That's called psychometry, by the way, if you're trying to think what that is. The psychic psychometry side of me is saying um, a lot of this health starts in here. Okay, so it's a matter of literally doing a kind of psychic clear out. Okay, let go of all of the stuff that doesn't serve you anymore, stuff that kind of anchors you to the past or anchors you to negativities of the past. It really feels more along those lines. So start and do a spring clear out of your life. Get rid of the stuff that you don't need, get rid of the stuff you don't want, and get rid of the stuff that just holds you to negatives of the past, improving your health. Okay. Finally, card number 4. It's time to take action. It's time to make it happen. Okay. It's time to get off your tush and make it happen. If it's to be, it's up to me. Now is the time to put plans in place, especially if you're planning to do something very significant around the end of spring, start of summer. Now is the time to get that underway. It's really important to take action now. Okay. Things are going to work. Things are coming in. There is going to be a bit of a pause around June time in the energy of the earth, and then it'll start again. Okay, there's going to be a weird little pause while things kind of get sorted out, and then the energy will move forward, and things are going to happen. So now is the time to take action. Okay, look at that, almost spot on time. Really, wow, hour and a half, like that. It's wild. It's wild. I've been manifesting for retiring by the summer, says Doug. Doug, don't bother. Don't bother. Okay, you will never be able to retire. You'll be able to stop working, but you won't be able to retire. Okay, because it's just other things are going to come up. You're very active. You're very active in here. Okay, what I would suggest, Doug, is a combination of meditations. That's what I would recommend. Okay. Elizabeth says, perfect. I need number 3, says Carol. Thank you, Paul. Says Denise, much love. Right back at you. Hoping for a financial windfall. Don't hope. Make it happen, Doug. Make it happen. Now, conjure that up by talking to the universe. Tell the universe, or call upon your angels of abundance, and let the universe bring to you what you want, and don't doubt it, and ask the angels of abundance to help that energy get to you for what you need. But I don't see any problems. I see a either a hobby or a dream fulfilling itself for you, Doug. Okay, it feels like a kind of like I don't know. For me, one of the things I always wanted is to have a narrow boat, and put out there in along the canals, out in the middle of nowhere, and just have the stars above me, and just do that every now and again, just to get a break. That's kind of always been like a dream of mine, but I'm going to make that happen. But something along those lines is a manifestation of a dream is going to happen for you. Alrighty. Met an American psychic on the plane back from the States who told me the same thing. He was so right on what I needed at the time. My health is so much better now. Cheers, mate. Very appropriate. Always here for you, pal. Always going to be here for you, pal. Esther says, thank you. Esther, please hit that subscribe button and be a part of our show. Come and join the family on a weekly basis and be a part of our global community. Hit the subscribe button and especially the like button. It's really important, guys. Hit that like button and share the show for me. Julie Sharp says, brilliant. Thank you so much for your precious time. You are very, very welcome, Julie. And thank you for always being here to support. Great show once again, says John. We'll see you really soon. I can't wait for that time, John. I'm looking forward to sitting down and having a good old beer and get a good old chat. Lynn says, thank you so much for your time and the cards. You're very, very welcome. Was there something that Joe wanted to tell me? It was more of letting you know who's around you, Esther, and that you are not invaded by an energy or a negative energy or thing like that. You're not, okay? And don't let anybody tell you different, okay? You are not. Take strength of mind, strength of heart, and strength of spirit. Doug says, thank you, Paul. Doug, you are most welcome once again. Please, please, please hit that subscribe button and become a part of our global community, our global family, and come and see us on a regular basis. If you hit that subscribe button, all of that's free of charge anyway. And every time I'm doing a show or a pop-up or something along those lines, you'll be advised. Elizabeth says, thank you so much for generously giving your time and gifts to us. You are more than welcome. It's my honor. Thank you so much. Right, I'm going to wish you all a wonderful good night. I'm going to wish you happiness and strength. And at the end of the day, don't forget, take time out each day just for yourself. Take time out to be who you are. Give yourself at very, very least 15 minutes of every day just for you. Now, I always say that if you want to honor those who have crossed, then be the best you can be here and now. Focus on that. And remember, communicate, appreciate, and validate everybody in your life so a medium like myself never has to do it for you. Okay? Wow, I can't believe we've come to an end so fast. It feels like I just started the show and boom, we're at the end. So until next Tuesday, I may be able to get in earlier. If I can get in earlier, I will let you guys know, but let's aim for next Tuesday night. And until then, look out for each other, look out for yourselves. And remember, it's really important. Communicate, appreciate, and validate that appreciation to the people you love most every opportunity you get. Good night. God bless. Stay safe.